Okay. Yeah, that's pretty much yeah.
So yeah, that's what's happening. And this is day 3 since detonation. Douglas, you're sitting in the mess area
That's right.
eating.
Douglas was out for an entire day.
Douglas was out for 2 days.
It's like a day and a half.
Yeah, ish.
Ish.
Ish. You guys are in the mess area eating. Katya has finally gotten her tater tots. She's happy.
She hasn't had tater tots in a fat minute.
Mm-hmm. I'm also eating, so like whatever you
I'm
want to
also
do.
Because I
eating
just got
turkey.
home 15 minutes ago.
Damn.
Damn.
It's rough, buddy.
Uh,
I've been awake.
basically, Douglas just awakens and he just realizes all this information he could have gotten.
All at once, Douglas is like, shit! I need to do things!
Fuck.
So you get up, you go find your girls. They're both at the mess area. Eliza's watching Katya. Katya is eating tater tots, like a ridiculous amount of tater tots. Callan is also there, watching her eat tater tots.
Oh yeah, that's right. And Callan also asked me for fucking parental advice.
Yes, he did.
W. Love to see it. Alright, so I
Oh,
just kind of
Douglas.
Douglas just kind of like wanders off into just trying to find them.
Which
Doesn't
them?
really know what time it is.
Which of them are you trying to find?
Katya and Eliza.
Okay, so they're not hard to find. You ask, like, you run into... Holy shit. You run straight into them. You don't even run into anybody else. You run straight into them. Like, there's... Eliza's sitting next to her watching. Callan's standing there. There's a couple other people. They're all watching, like, Katya, like, chow down on these tater tots. And they're, like doing that, like, impressed by how much she can eat type of thing.
Yeah, eating a food challenge, but with tater tots.
I said that I would fight her. I didn't know this was how she fueled up before a fight. Callan says as you approach.
Oh yeah, no, she loves tater tots
Tater
for
tots.
no
He
reason.
takes a mental note. Callan will remember that.
Callan will remember that. Yeah, Douglas just kind of walks up to them. He's to Liza and Katya. He's all like, "Well, I just realized I need to get some information from someone."
Oh, Eliza says, looking up, pops a tater tot into her mouth. Like what?
Wasn't Vela a weapon?
Yeah, I think so. Why?
She died, right? Like
Eliza
obviously.
stops. Oh shit, you're right. Callan looks confused. Wait a minute, what are you guys talking about?
Do you not? Do you I like kind of turn to Callan? I'm like, do you understand what happens when a weapon dies?
Not really, no.
Two things can happen. They either explode and shatter into a million pieces, or their weapon gets transferred.
Huh. That must be what Hana was
Yeah.
talking about.
Who?
Hana, my girl.
Oh, I just didn't like hear the name right. I was like, huh? Like, oh, okay. Huh. Why was she talking about that?
Because she thought she wasn't gonna make it out of there.
Oh. But she did.
She did. He kind of has a relieved look on his face.
Yep. Alright, so I need to go figure out some shit. I need to go find Leo. I like turn back to like Katya and Eliza saying this.
Katya, like, super speed eats the rest of her tater tots, like, kicks it into high gear, finishes it, cleans her plate up, and kind of claps her hands together and goes, okay.
Do you know where Leo could be?
Not a clue. We could probably go
Great.
ask the other girls, though.
Yeah, probably.
You guys, like, start walking off towards the tent that, you had left Vela in the day before, her body. And as you do, you happen to pass by a group of small children. Once again, little blonde boy standing there with a couple of the other dudes. His eyes just get really big as you walk by him, and he just refuses to make eye contact with you.
With me?
With you.
I'm like looking around, kind of looking for her, and then I see like the hair in the eyes. I'm like, I
You.
kind of just stare at him a little bit.
He makes himself scarce. He like tosses whatever he's holding and takes off running.
I kind of just like laugh, just like yeah, that's funny.
That's a good response. That is the desired reaction. Um, Katya has run up to the tent that the ladybirds are all using together. Or rather, they've kind of split into a couple tents because there's so many of them. Indus is outside, and she kind of smiles when you guys approach. Can I help you with something?
Do you know where Leo is?
Leo. You know, she said something about going to the range earlier. That might be where she is.
Good enough.
She kind of turns and points you in a direction kind of opposite the overlook. You do hear, like, hints of gunfire, so that makes sense to you.
All right. Start making my way over to the firing range then.
The other two are trailing along behind you. Callan is also following because he's interested at this point. You've piqued his interest substantially.
I've piqued his interest.
Very much so.
All right. I feel like I don't even notice him though.
There's too much going on. You don't really care.
I'm like seeking information right now.
Very much so. So you approach the range. There is nobody there except for Leo, who is holding a rifle. You're not sure which one of the sisters it is. She doesn't seem to notice you. She's got ear protection on. She's very focused, and as you watch her shoot, she is not missing a single shot with this thing.
I kind of just wait until she's done with this set.
She turns finally, finishing what she's doing, and goes to take her headphones off and looks up at you with surprise. Oh. It's you guys.
Yeah, I need to borrow you for a second. If that's fine.
Me? Okay.
Yeah.
She kind of tosses the gun up in the air. Calum transforms. She smiles and waves at you.
Vela.
Calum hears you say this, and she says, "It's true? You can really talk to her?"
Doesn't seem like she can talk back though.
I see. Well, if you're going to, could you maybe...
You want to come with?
No,
Sure.
Pixis and Lynx were asking about her.
Alright. Well, what were they asking her? Anything specific?
We haven't been able to tell them yet.
Oh. I see.
Calum kind of trails off and looks away. used to handle all that kind of stuff. She was good with the littles.
Yeah.
I'm just a
I can
soldier.
imagine.
Caleb shrugs. Kind of turns away from you. Maybe you can figure something out.
Yeah, I'll figure something out. Maybe.
Leo looks up at you. Okay, so she tosses the earphones over on a nearby crate with some other stuff.
I get 2 pieces of information from Vela.
Okay.
What kind of weapon she is, and how I can use soul energy transfer.
Wow, you're just going straight into it, aren't you? Okay, we can try, but she couldn't exactly talk to me when I was trying to communicate with her.
I know, but I was kind of thinking about it. I was thinking a lot in my sleep last night. I kind of didn't sleep the greatest, but
Katya and Eliza make eye contact.
just like rubbing my neck, just like yeah, I just didn't sleep that well last night for some reason.
For some reason.
Um, but yeah.
Okay, we can try this again, but not here. She starts walking away from the range.
Kind of follow with.
So you guys walk, you get a little ways away from the range. There's a kind of a clearing off to the side of camp, and she stops there.
Good spot.
Good enough for now. At least we're
All
out
right.
of the way. Okay. She kind of puts her hand on your arm.
I enter my inner room.
Eliza kind of rests her arms over Katya's shoulders, kind of leans down from behind her, and the two of them watch as you enter your inner room. And you find yourself in your cabin. Leo is not with you.
I grab like a piece of paper and like a notebook almost, and like a pen or two.
Mhm.
Just like hopefully this fucking works.
So you start walking down to the beach. Leo looks very confused because she doesn't see you, so she's kind of like spinning around in all directions looking for you. She looked panicked for half a second until you started walking towards her.
Yeah.
Don't do that to me.
I don't know. I don't know where I get put. I think I just get put wherever I went out last.
It's your inner room. Figure it out. She mutters under her breath. Okay.
My bad.
So you guys, you're standing there together on the beach, and nothing happens. Leo starts turning, looking around.
You want to call out for her?
Vela? She turns, tilting her head. The coastline is silent, apart from the gentle crash of the waves.
Mm-hmm. Maybe your spirit also sleeps too, or something.
Maybe you can try. Maybe it takes the both of us. We both have to be here, right?
Yeah. Just start shouting out her name?
I don't know. I mean, shouting didn't work for me.
I mean, both shout, I guess?
Okay. So you guys kind of turn looking, and you both say her name in unison. And you hear, after the second or third try, Leo's voice begins to drop, and you hear sorrow begin to creep into her tone. She says, "Please." And it's after she says this that the wind begins to pick up. Gentle, form whirling
There
around
she
you.
is.
The wind swirls up and you begin to see the ethereal form take shape in front of you. She offers you a gentle smile, reaches and cups Leo's cheek once again.
Like Douglas just kind of like tries to figure out how to ask those kind of questions, you know?
Yeah, so Leo kind of puts her hand on the outside of hers and gently lowers it and looks up at you. Vela turns, tilting her head in question.
Bella, what kind of weapon were you? As I like kind of give her like a pen and paper, like the notebook and like a pen.
She was a gun, Leo says, kind of holding the paper out to her. Vela looks at you guys, looks at the pen and paper. She tries to grab the pen, and she is struggling to pick it up.
Kind of look at it, just like, oh shit.
She
Could've been worse.
stops, thinks for a minute, and then backs up away from you and turns her back to you. You see her closing her eyes, and you feel the wind picking up again. Leo's eyes suddenly widen. She darts up next to Vela's side, and she says, "No, that's such a good idea!" You see something moving in the sand in front of you.
I look down at the sand.
You move up next to Vela, and in front of her, the wind is sharply cutting in and out of the sand, and it is creating waves, divots in the sand. It's drawing you a picture. You see something akin to a rifle drawn in the sand.
Oh, shit. So, just just curious. Did you transfer your weapon or did you shatter your weapon?
She turns to look at you, her eyes just settling on your face. She gives
Turn
you
back.
just that look.
Kind of like confused, like shrug.
Leo kind of looks back and forth between the two of you, and she says, What does that mean?"
I don't know.
She kind of huffs. We'll figure it out, because now I want to know.
Kind of like getting like just trying to think, just like why is she staring at me?
She slowly lifts a hand toward you and touches her fingers to the dog tags now dangling from your neck.
Just look down.
As you do, you feel a warmth emanating from deep within your chest. She gives you another firm look.
You transferred it
She nods.
to me.
She nods again.
hell am I supposed to turn into a rifle?
Leo looks at you funny. I don't know, you just kind of do it.
I just know how to turn into an axe.
So do that, but not the axe.
Oh, yeah, of course. Like, Douglas is like, yeah, and then he, like, closes his eyes and tries to, like, focus.
Determination intensifies. So you begin to focus really hard. Nothing seems to be happening.
Just make sure you focus on what you're doing and not shitting your pants.
Yeah, that one.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. It's kind of rough.
Oh god.
What are you doing?
I just kind of, like, shrug at Leo. I'm like, I don't know.
Okay, hold on. This needs to be shared.
I was like, I was like, turn my arm to an axe. I'm just like, yeah,
Oh, my cable's not
no, not the cable.
Hold on. I got length.
I got
shit.
length. What is she? Ah!
Yo, the cat.
Cute ass cat. Is that broccoli I'm looking at?
Brussels sprouts.
Brussels sprouts.
Shit,
Those are the
that's kind of
shit.
good.
I'm not a big fan of Brussels sprouts.
I miss your
Well-
cooking. Your cooking was so nice.
You miss my cooking?
Yes.
I mean, you're welcome to come and I'll cook for you.
I'm gonna come get food sometime soon, probably. So
Bring
anyway,
bring some Tupperware. I'll load you up.
fuck yes, I will do it.
We're doing face cams now? Fuck yeah.
I don't
Okay.
have
I mean,
one,
if you
so.
want.
Oh my god, your
Hey,
hair,
sexy.
Cyrus.
How you doing?
Nah, we're good.
Just left.
Turns it off immediately.
Just the wave.
Bro, your hair actually looks kind of fire like that. I'm not gonna lie. Nah, the beard looks so much better.
It
Jeez.
looks like shit right now. I need to
You gotta
shave,
just
meaning
trim
I
it
need it
up.
edged.
Yeah, just trim it up. Just
Yeah.
get it edged.
I don't
Alright.
have the money to go to the barber right now. That's a fucking $75 investment.
I know how that goes. My hair has grown out so much since I dyed it, and I hate it. I need new color.
I also want a new tattoo. It's like fucking struggles.
I got my my fix with my waffle tattoo, so. Anyway, so Leo's looking at you. She looks disappointed.
I just like turn my arm to an axe. I'm like, yeah, I can do this.
Okay. Well, maybe one of my big sisters knows.
Turn into a rifle.
I mean, maybe they have a better idea? I don't know.
What that? Damn. And then I turn back to Vela. I have one last question.
Vela is looking at you.
How do you do soul energy transfer?
She frowns.
No, you don't want to tell me.
She gestures toward the drawing of the gun in the sand.
I look at the gun.
It looks like a gun. I don't know what you want from me.
She like
It
gestured at
is
him like,
A firearm.
I'm like, I kind of just like look back. I'm like, I just give her like a thumbs up, and I'm just like, all right, I won't ask again.
just want to pet you. Just let me pet you.
So Leo
Okay, we're done. You're
Leo
done.
nods to you and then disappears out of your inner room once again.
I just kind of like give Bela like a smile and like wave.
You see her. You see her kind of giving you a strange hand symbol.
What does the hand symbol look like?
I'm trying to figure out how to describe this to you. So it's like how do I describe this?
She made
So
a
it's like
rifle with
she's
her
like she
fingers
made
somehow?
no. So she actually, you know what? That's a way better idea. So yeah, she does the thing with 2 fingers, like makes a gun with her fingers, and then like fires it. Such a better idea than what I was gonna say. You're not sure what
I
it
just kinda, like,
means.
I just like nod my head. I'm like, yeah. I also do like a finger gun. Just like, yeah.
Finger guns. She kind of shakes her head, laughing a little bit.
No. What do you mean no?
She shoos you with her hand.
Whatever. I'll see you later.
Everyone is waiting for you when you come back out of your inner room. Callan's staring at you, very confused. Clearly has no idea what's going on.
So that helped.
So, Katya says,
From what Vela told me, she transferred her weapon to me.
wow. Holy crap, Eliza says under her breath. Callan says, you can do that? Like, you can actually do that? I thought you were just messing with me.
What, the axe thing? Like weapon?
The transfer thing? I thought you were just joking around.
I like transfer my arm into an axe. I'm like,
Well, I mean, no, some of you can transfer into weapons. I mean, Hana can do the same thing, but like, but you can like give those to other people?
yeah, that's what I meant by like transfer when you die.
Quick step backwards here. Isn't you said she's dead, but you're also talking to her? How does that work?
Her body's dead. Her soul is between me and her. I kind of like point at Leo.
Callan, this is Callan. Callan doesn't know what to do. He's very. This is a lot for him.
He's like, yeah.
Leo kind of walks up and pats him on the arm and says, "It's okay. There's a lot to learn."
Oh no, not the unboxing.
Doing an unboxing.
Not the unboxing.
Put shovel in gravesite.
How is Vela still alive? Hey, we're doing the unboxing.
We're doing an unboxing today. Oh god.
I'm like, yeah, I kind of like try to explain it a little easier. I'm like, well, she gave half of her soul to Leo and half of her soul to me.
So you can give your soul to people.
She can. And I just asked her on how she could do it, and she made me look at this a sand drawing of a gun, and she looked mad.
She looked mad?
Not mad, but like disappointed.
She oh, god, this is all so confusing.
Yeah, just don't even worry about it. Just be happy that you're a Meister.
Leo is already walking off at this point.
Yeah, I follow Leo. I'm like, alright, see you later, Callan.
He's just still like sitting there trying to process. Leo walks into camp and seeks out. Let's see,
What is
she
going
to
Eliza and Katya doing then?
They're following you.
Okay.
Yeah.
They just haven't said anything.
Yeah, they're following you. They're just keeping quiet. They want to see how this turns out. I don't know why I said older sister. I keep thinking that Leo and Caleb are opposite.
How tall is Leo?
So
Joe on the flip flop.
Leo is Not a little kid. Hold on. I'm gonna swap them, actually. So, Leo is 15.
I mean, like, how tall?
She, like, to you, she comes up to, like, your chest.
Okay.
You're pretty tall, so.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, what did I say Douglas was? Like 6 foot something?
Like 2 or 6'4", somewhere in there.
Yeah, something like that.
So yeah, Leo runs into Orion. Orion kind of looks up from what she's doing. Oh, what's up? Leo says, I need to borrow either you or Takana or Calum. Takana, poking her head out of the tent, she is never far from Orion, says, for what? For what now? Calum also kind of coming out of the tent behind Takana. What's going on?
I like finally around the corner.
Yeah, so you've caught up at this point. Leo's standing there, and Calum looks like she's just woken up. Orion's messing around with some food, and Takana was in the tent with Calum.
I just kind of like wave, just like, hey.
Oh, it's you. What's up?
It's gonna be a really strange question, but how do you turn into a rifle?
All three of them blink, and then they all three start laughing. What do you mean? Like, I don't know, we just kind of do it. You know, you just do when you switch into your weapon form. You're a weapon. Yeah. You know how to change into your weapon form.
I'm like, yeah, I know how to change into my axe, and I like... But like, how do you turn into a rifle?
Is it different? I
don't know.
Well, I mean, none of us have really ever changed forms before. Well, there was that one time, Caleb says, thinking. Oh, right. Indus was able to do that weird thing with her gun.
I just kind of like laugh, hearing them like say like different forms. I'm like, just, yeah. And then just sighs. Just, yeah.
Maybe you should go talk to Indus. Yeah, I bet Indus would know what's going on with you. Leo
like lean
turns
over,
around.
Like, I kind of like lean over to like try to whisper to Leo. I'm like, should I tell them that we talked to Vela?
I kind of already told them that happened.
Oh, okay, then we're good. Never mind.
They didn't really believe me, but I think Calum does now. Calum's still clearly trying to wake up.
Well, the reason why I'm asking is because I asked Vela if she had shattered her weapon or transferred it, and she said that she transferred it to me.
To you?
So, yeah.
Orion says, starting to walk around you and look at you. Why would she give it to you? Takana says, that doesn't make any sense.
I don't know.
Damn, she must have really liked you, Orion says. She kind of starts poking at your arm. So you can turn into her weapon form?
That's what she said.
Huh.
No, but literally that's what Vela said. Well, not said. She carved it into sand.
Well, have you ever changed weapon forms before? I mean, do you know anybody who's done that?
My buddy Soma. Like, that's it.
You would also know that Cody and Isamu have changed weapon forms as well, but they aren't here either.
Yeah.
Just make sure you remember that.
Yeah. No, I knew. I was just like I think that Douglas would think of Soma first.
Yeah, he definitely would have. Well, what happened when he changed form? Was there something that like spurred it on? Did he get the form from somebody else?
I think So for Soma, he like kind of realized something. Like someone else kind of realized something inside of them.
Could
'Cause
you be more
previously,
specific? Orion says.
well, okay, yeah, here. So previously, he thought he could only use ice, and then one day when training with someone new, he was able to use fire, and his entire blade changed.
That must be it. The someone new part, I mean.
Someone new?
Maybe you can't change into her rifle because you need somebody else to bring it out of you.
Okay, I mean, that makes sense. But like, who?
Probably somebody that had a soul bond with her. You hear a voice coming up from behind you. It is Indus. Indus, by the way, is the youngest of them, but also the one who looks the wisest.
Nice. She's like 10.
She's 12.
Not bad.
Don't sound like you're 10.
She has a very,
53.
almost monotone voice. And she always has a kind of serious look on her face for the most part.
So do you know how I could change into a rifle? Into her rifle?
You're going to need some help, I would imagine. Probably from her weapon partner, she says, turning to look at Leo. Leo says, "Oh no, not me!" You
That's
were
right, you
her
were her
weapon
weapon
partner,
partner.
right? When I had to be, yeah, I mean, we all have wielded each other before, you know that. Yeah, but she liked you the best, Orion says. And you wielded her, Takana chimes in. I mean, yeah, but I usually let her wield me. You know her, she was rarely in her weapon form. Well, go on, Takana says, kind of punching Leo on the shoulder. Coax it out of him! Leo looks nervous.
I'm just kind of like standing there, just like,
I don't know how to do this, but, okay. She kind of reaches out her hand and places it on your arm, and you feel that familiar pull, like when Eliza and Katya open their hand to you.
okay. I accept the poll.
Roll me a d20.
That's that's interesting.
What have you done?
I rolled a nat 20.
You did it! What is with your dice? How?
Built
You've
different,
rolled like
apparently.
12 of them!
Literally just built different. I can't even tell you why.
Well, apparently you're not gonna have trouble with this. So, you feel that pull coming from Leo, and you're nervous because, number one, you know that you can't resonate with other people that well. You're lucky that you had Eliza and Katya's soul bond to work with you.
Herb in the distance looking at his arm.
Yeah, Herb staring at the scars all up and down his arm. And so...
As you do.
You get pulled into Leo's hand, and she kind of closes her eyes in preparation for the searing pain that usually happens. You hit her palm, and you feel strange. You feel almost fluid. What is happening? Orion says in the background. Tukona says, I don't know! She's standing in front of Orion and Caleb with her arms kind of spread out, protecting them in case something were to happen.
What the fuck is happening to me?
Eliza looks worriedly at you. Katya's like, cool! You feel yourself moving, almost amorphous in shape, and you are in Leo's hand. She's staring down at you, kind of scared, honestly. She doesn't know what's happening.
What's happening to me?
Come on, get it together. You have to take your shape. You're freaking me out.
Okay.
Cyrus, I'm gonna ask you a question.
Yeah.
As a military man, what is your favorite battle rifle?
Oh. Oh. See. Fuck. Give me a second. I don't know what it classifies as a battle rifle, so I'm gonna look it up. Why did I just pull up battle rifle? Halo Infinite. You know what? I think um Douglas is an old-fashioned kind of rifle, that hasn't seen too many modern types of things.
Sorry about that. Hold on, my headset died. What'd you say?
Oh, that's all right. No, I just said, like Douglas hasn't really seen modern weaponry.
No,
Probably seen
this
like
is
up to
you. I'm asking you specifically, the
yeah.
player,
Oh, my favorite
your
weapon.
favorite battle styled rifle.
My Oh, Jesus Christ.
Because here's the thing. I've been torturing you for like a month and a half with these solo sessions because I needed things to happen and I feel really bad about it. So you are about to get, as the player, a huge buff from me.
Mm.
In the form of, I'm going to let you pick what you want your gun-based weapon form to be. So it's a big decision. So
A hard question.
Lot to choose from. Lot to choose from.
I want to say my favorite.
Dude, you know how badass that would be to just
What?
at will switch between your axe and a shotgun?
Yeah, but it's not a shotgun. I mean, shit. If she was a shotgun, easy day. But
Well,
it's a
she's
battle
just.
rifle.
You're now given the option to choose what form you want. Right?
Yeah,
My
battle
understanding
rifle.
is that it could be
Which
anything.
which battle rifle? And I'm thinking either an M1 Grand or the fucking like M16. M1 Grand's dope as fuck.
Yeah.
yeah.
I lean personally more towards the SKS or the SVD. Personally. Of those-
SVD is fucking fire. To be
Yeah.
fair. Or I was thinking what is it called? Fucking the FG-42 from World War II. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, the paratrooper, the German paratrooper
Yeah,
gun.
dude, that
with
thing
the
is
side mag. I do not
Yeah.
like that weapon.
I do
No,
not
I
like that
I
weapon.
do not
fucking
like
love
that
the
gun.
way. I fucking love the way it looks.
I mean, if I had to pick a German weapon, it would be the
Fucking STG.
STG.
Yeah. It says on here that a battle rifle is a service rifle chambered to fire a fully powered cartridge.
It's literally anything.
It's literally anything. It's a
That
service
is such a
rifle. Whatever.
broad description.
A service rifle, which is just like a military rifle. Any military weapon that has been used in the service, pretty much. As far
I
as
made
rifles
this
go.
broad so that you could choose what you wanted. I didn't mean to make it that difficult though.
Well, okay. It's not even hard. It's just that there's so many rifles that are cool, you know?
The Galil. You could take the Galil.
Oh, fucking. I love the Galil.
You're not helping
favorite-
him right
fa-
now.
I'm like going
favorite
down
gun
the
in
list
Black
of
Ops
my
1.
favorite
Okay.
all-time guns. The
No,
M1, the
dude,
SVD,
you remember-
the
You remember
Grand.
the fucking? You ever play Black Ops 1 and you fucking pack a punch the Galil, you get the lamentation?
Yeah.
Oh, fire. The glue here. Fucking. And what's weird too is that the like service rifle, like there's been some weird ass rifles that have been in the service.
Mm-hmm.
Cause like, I know that New Zealand was kind of weird. They had some weird ass weapons. Yeah, I think we're gonna rock the FG-42. I think.
You're going with an MG42?
FG. Here, let me show
FG42?
you what it. Here, let me show you what it looks like. You might you might know what it is, but like.
I haven't pulled up.
Oh, okay.
I've been pulling things up as you've been saying them, like just looking at them.
I do not like that gun. It looks so awful.
You don't.
I hate it.
I don't know. There's just something cool about like the side mag. I don't know.
They go with like a Sten or something. Don't go with fucking
Not a
post-sight
rifle.
grody.
A fucking Sten is not a rifle though.
It is too.
A Sten is a submachine gun.
It has rifling, thus it is a rifle.
Oh shit.
It has rifling, thus it has a rifle.
Logic.
Hey, shotguns have rifling.
Alright, fair enough. Thus it is a rifle.
I was specifically trying to give you a battle rifle so that you would have something with range on it. That was why. I didn't say a shotgun or anything like that.
Fucking shotgun. Honestly, I think M1 Grand's cool. This is a good old simple M1 Grand.
I'm gonna ask you, is that your final answer?
I'll prove it to you.
You
See,
prove it to me?
the news says it's a rifle.
What? Wait, what? Wait, what
Watch
is?
This video. I love this video. It's so fucking dumb. It proves my point in so many levels.
I'm scared.
An AR-15.
What?
Shotgun shell.
What am I about to watch?
What? Got the STG. AK.
An AR-15.
Blows a watermelon to pieces.
Wow, what a weird looking AR.
Yeah, I know. I've never seen that platform before.
What a weird looking shotgun.
Oh,
My AR-15 is chambered in 12 gauge buckshot.
I fucking love Russian weaponry because it's just AK. AK with shotgun shells. AK with fucking sniper rounds. Nah, but I think... Yeah.
What the this is why I don't get on fucking Twitter. Texas, woman becomes pregnant while being pregnant and gives birth to twins.
What the fuck? But, Herb, your opinion on the M1 Grand.
What about it?
What about it?
Yes or no?
It's an alright rifle. I mean, I personally prefer a backfed, so like a Gewehr.
I mean, yeah, I like the ping though. Pings are funny.
I mean, yeah.
I
guess you really don't need to reload it, do you? It's a soul weapon, so it just fires.
Correct. It fires compressed bullets of your Meister's soul wavelength.
The thing
No,
is,
I mean,
like,
it's not
I feel
infinite
like
because it's gonna wear you the fuck out. But
I'm trying to think like thematically too for Douglas, because like I'm thinking about it, Douglas wouldn't really know like modern weaponry in that case, you know?
Yeah.
So like he would probably know like World War II, World War One.
yeah, I mean, I'd go with a Gewehr or an M1 carbine, or I'm sorry, an M1 Grand or a carbine.
The fucking M1A1 carbine.
Oh, dude! Oh, that'd be perfect. Go with the M1 carbine paratroop.
The paratroop? Oh, is that the one with the like the wire stock?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I like
I think that would be perfect for you.
I think that's kind of fire.
That would be perfect.
I don't know if we should do wire stock or fucking full stock. Cause like it
It's
doesn't
up
really
to
matter if
you.
it's a wire stock or a full stock. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And
Plus,
I like
like
the
full
wire
stock.
stock, kind of.
Wire stock's cool because like the pistol grip. You know what I'm saying? Hmm. Man. Oh man.
It
I'm thinking
makes
real
it
hard about this.
more like versatile, I think, because if you get the wire stock, you could also fold it.
Yeah, you could fold it. You know what? Yeah. Yeah, I think that's the final decision. The paratrooper version of the M1A1 carbine.
There you go. Now we're
There we
cooking
Are
with
you
go.
sure?
gasoline.
Because you've told me now 3 times I'm gonna go with this, and so I'm not sure if you're sure.
No,
Final
no,
answer.
we are final answer 100% M1A1
M1A1
carbine
carbine
par-
paratroop.
paratrooper version. Now I gotta draw a fucking gun.
Now I have to draw a gun. Okay, so
Oh,
here's what happens.
that's gonna be sick as fuck though.
I do like some engravings and stuff.
Yeah, you
Nah,
gotta
no,
make it look
like,
unique.
no,
Well,
we're gonna
because you can
do.
kind of keep the theme, so all the stuff that's in your axe handle, make it in the stock.
Yeah, no, we're gonna trick the fuck out this
So,
thing.
so here's what happens. You're just in this liquid sort of state of light. You're kind of just a ball of light. And Leo's freaking out holding you. And then you finally just close your eyes and just force yourself forward. And suddenly you hear a couple gasps from the girls nearby. Leo opens one eye nervously, looks down at you, then opens both of them. What? What in the world? She is now holding your M1A1 gun form.
Fire. Fire as fuck.
Is that you? She says, tilting it, kind of looking into the side of the gun, into the gleam of the wood.
I don't know, I think so.
Your eyes appear in the side.
Feel weird.
You just
Feel
like
different.
looking around, you see like everybody's mouths are just gaped open at this point. Like Orion and Tukana don't know what to think. Katya's like bouncing up and down excitedly, like Anya style.
I'm just confused. I'm like, what's going on?
Can you not see yourself right now?
No, I can't see myself. I can just like take my arm out though, as I like stick my arm out of the weapon.
Oh, don't do that. It freaks me out. Here, and she looks around and kind of jogs over to one of the closest tents nearby and kind of throws it open, fiddles around, and pulls out, there's a mirror kind of in the corner of this tent, and she sets it up and then holds you out to it so you can see yourself.
Holy shit.
So just to be clear, this is like a first for you, right? She says, looking you over.
I'm just like stunned. I don't even say anything.
Okay, I'm gonna take that as a yes. She starts moving her hand along the grain of wood, looking you over. She says, "There's weird markings down your sides.
What do you mean there's weird markings down my sides?
Look." And she turns the rifle in the opposite direction, and you can see there appears to be like, almost looks like it's been carved or engraved on the just along the flat part of it.
Oh, weird.
It doesn't say anything specifically. It's just like patterns. Katya, who has caught up with you, goes, "Oh, that looks like your soul, like in the drawing."
Wait, it looks like my soul?
Yeah, like how the roots kind of go all over everywhere, she says, like wiggling her arms in and out of each other.
Oh, weird. So, how my axe look transferred to how this gun looks?
I mean, sorta, but it also doesn't have any of, like, the stuff on it for me or her. Eliza, staring at your gun form in kind of disbelief.
Oh, real? Yeah, I guess so. Huh. Weird.
Question is, can you do it without me holding you? Leo says.
I don't know. I'll try.
She kind of tosses you up in the air to let you transform. You guys are standing back outside of the tent.
Yeah.
So you're back in your human form. Orion and Tukana say, you should probably take this to the range. Might be the safest place to be.
Yeah, with a gun, yeah. That makes sense.
So you guys start walking back. Callan is still sitting there, just deep thoughts, empty brain, like he can't process what's happening.
Zero brain.
So the girls kind of gesture to you, and Eliza steps forward. We can try this. And you see something familiar. You see Leo lift her fingers in the same gun type of shape the Vela did, and fire them off in your direction once.
I kind of understand now. I'm like, oh, that's what she meant.
Orion and Takata do the same thing. Are you gonna say anything to them or ask about it, or are you just gonna attempt to shift back?
Just attempt to shift back.
Eliza extends her hands, palms up. Roll me a d20.
13.
It feels weird, and at first when you hit her palm, you are in your axe form. But you're like, no, I am determined. I want to see that weapon form again. I want to feel what that feels like. You focus and your form begins to change. There's a flash of light. And Eliza is suddenly holding your gun form.
Hey. Hell yeah.
Holy shit. Sorry, Katya. Tilting the gun in her hands. I don't even know how to... Never even fired a gun.
I mean, I've not really fired guns either, but I think you just aim and then pull the trigger.
Okay. So she kind of brings it up, and you're surprised to see she has good form with it. It almost just comes to her naturally, holding you in her hands like that.
I thought you just said you've never fired a gun.
I haven't.
This feels normal?
Yeah, it just kind of works.
Okay.
It's just like a pull, like instinct.
Weird.
Now, they're gonna be firing compressed bullets of your wavelength, Eliza, says Orion, kind of peering over from the side. So you better be prepared for... She fires, and you just see her... It's almost like it knocked the wind out of her chest for a second. Yeah, that's what I was worried about.
Eliza, are you okay?
She coughs for a minute. Yeah, I'm good. It takes a little getting used to, Leo says.
Here, I guess, fire me a couple times and then let Katya try?
Okay. Yeah, maybe that's best. She, kind of rolls her shoulders and bounces on the balls of her feet a bit. She's okay. And she fires again. She takes it a little better this time. She fires off a couple more shots. Okay. After the initial punch, it's not as bad, but yeah, go ahead, Katya. Katya starts walking towards you. She looks kind of nervous. Eliza lets you go, and Katya catches you. So,
Katya?
this is really you, huh?
I guess so.
Okay. And she just kind of fumbles with the gun and then brings it up into the same position. Oh, you're right. It just kind of works.
Make sure you don't get the wind knocked out of you.
I'm not gonna make any promises after seeing what you did to Mom. And she aims down the sight.
Alright.
Let's see how well she takes it. Not well at all. So she fires, and just like Eliza, it's like it straight knocks the wind out of her. Like, she starts coughing and leans heavily against the like sandbags in front of her.
You let the wind get knocked out of you.
What did you do to me?
I didn't do shit. I'm just here, I guess.
Oh god, that was weird.
What'd you say I'm firing?
It's compressed bullets of your Meister's soul wavelength.
Okay. I don't really know what that means, but
Basically, the stronger your Meister's soul is, the more powerful the bullets are.
Kind of like through the weapon, just kind of like look at the Katya.
Hearing that, Katya's eyes narrow and she brings the gun back up. Eliza says, "No, wait a minute." How strong the Meister's soul is, huh? And she starts firing. 1 shot, and then 2, and then 3. All 3 of your shots hit the target in the distance. I can take it.
Damn,
She
Katya.
mutters under her breath.
I guess you don't need to go in close range with me as much anymore.
I prefer your axe form, she admits.
Yeah, you don't like the gun?
I mean, it's okay, but it's not, you know.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, you noticed something when the gun was firing. The projectiles flashing out of your muzzle had a golden glow to them.
Oh. I keep that in mind.
Now, as far as abilities go, Takana says from behind you, I'm not really sure what you can expect. I mean, sure, you have Vela's weapon form, but I don't know if you picked up her abilities too.
I doubt it.
It's just something you're probably gonna have to discover with time and use of it.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh.
take good care of her. You see a kind of sad look pass over all 3 of the girls' eyes that are watching you.
I will.
They all three do the same thing with their fingers, making the gun sign, shooting it off, and then they turn their backs to start walking back toward camp.
Still really don't know what that means.
Do you say that out loud?
No, I like through the resonance with Katya. It's like, I still don't know what that means.
Hey, what does that mean? Katya says.
Yeah.
Leo stops, looks back at you. What? What do you mean? She's looking at you. Katya's looking at you.
The finger gun.
Oh. Leo smiles sadly. We're all sisters, so we don't really like saluting. So instead of saluting, we do this. She does the same thing. Shoot straight.
I get it.
She smiles and offers you a wave and then starts walking back toward camp. Callan kind of stumbles up to you at this point. What is happening? I am so confused. You're
Yeah,
a gun now?
Apparently.
Katya has let go of you so you can transform back into your human form and everything. And she looks up at Callan and she goes, so are you supposed to fight me or what?
Oh god. Well, shit.
Callan rubs the back of his neck. Are you sure that's a good idea? I mean, you're what, 9? Katya's eyes narrow.
Don't. I kind of like put my hand on his shoulder. I'm like, don't underestimate her.
Okay, well, they have a little, like, sparring ring off over there. If you want to try it out, I guess? Katya just starts walking towards it, looking irritated. What did I do? He whispers to you as you guys are walking that direction.
She likes boxing.
What kind of kid likes boxing? She's like 9!
I think it's the way I taught it to her.
What do you mean?
It's just something about it. I don't know.
Right. Katya at this point is standing in like the center of the little sparring ring they have set up. He starts walking towards her. So you're okay with this? If me like hitting her? Like you're okay with this? Like you're her dad?
Yeah. Oh, hitting her.
Eliza through your resonance link goes, he thinks he's gonna hit her.
Through the resonance link back, I'm like, yeah, that's why I was so sarcastic.
Alright, I'm gonna take that as a yes then. Callan starts walking forward. So, boxing then? We're boxing? Or are we... Do I have to keep in form? Katya shakes her head no. Oh, well then this should be a piece of cake. He kinda cracks his knuckles. Nah, I don't wanna hurt you, kid. You see just like this dark look
Like,
cross her eyes.
Just a flashback of Igor. Just, oh god.
Literally just
Iger's
Katya's
doing the exact same
eyes, yes, snap to his face. So, this would be good. So,
Uh-oh.
she doesn't make a move. And he's like, alright, guess I gotta take the first swing. And he goes in and just full, not quite at full, like, full throttle, but he goes in pretty hard to punch her. Katya catches his fist in her hand. It barely even scoots her back. Like, there's energy that comes off of him. Like, this is a powerful Meister, you can tell. But she manages to catch his fist.
Like, I'm just, the resonance link, I'm like, I haven't seen her done that before.
Callan kind of blinks, and Katya just... yeah. Katya, holding his hand, pulls backwards. It sets him off balance and he begins to fall forward. And she just, like, as he's falling, shifts sideways and punches him directly between the shoulder blades. And he just slams into the ground.
Damn, there's no need for dirty fighting, Katya.
He started it, she mutters as Callan pushes himself up slowly. Okay. Alright. You wanna fight that way, do you? Kinda cracks his neck. Let's go then. Uh-oh. Eliza says from behind you.
I like the Resonance Link with Eliza. I'm just like, yeah, he's a good fight.
Katya goes in for a swing. He kind of blocks the first one with his arm, but she manages to get a second one in his ribs. He winces. This time, he after getting hit in the ribs, he goes in for a swing, which she deflects, and then he, shifting sideways, goes and swings his foot and knocks her off her feet. She hits the dirt and just pushes herself up slowly, looking at him.
I wonder where Herb is in all of this.
Babysitting 18 children.
Uh-huh. Hating every minute of it.
Hating every minute of it!
Oh, you know damn well Herb's hating that shit.
What if you just like sneaked away from the 18 children?
Yeah, so you're like, you need a break. You need
but
a break, and you're just like, you're like coming out of the area. You're walking forward, and you're like, oh, thank God, I got out of there. I need a minute.
No,
and then you just hear the sounds of a fight, like
what
in front of you.
Happening, what Herb is doing, like this is in my head. He is quote unquote watching these kids, but in reality, he is in his inner room reading his books.
Oh Lord.
No fight.
You haven't seen
what
I imagine Herb's inner room is, have you?
It's a library, isn't it?
No.
Yeah, or Douglas hasn't seen it. It's in Session Panic. That's what I imagine his inner room would be.
Yeah, he's just in there.
He's in there. He's fucking in there.
Good chilling.
Mad chilling.
I guess no fight for Herb then.
Nope, not tonight. Unless you want to puppet him, because I must go to bed.
Go. Go to sleep.
But you might be still going when I wake up, so I'll join back.
Oh God, I doubt it.
Knowing you two, the
when
high
are you
possibility.
gonna wake up?
Now that's me and Dylan that go that long. He has military
Dylan.
life.
Yeah, I actually have a reason to leave. Dylan doesn't. Yeah. Alright, well, you have a good night, man.
Alright, I'll see y'all later.
Oh God. Okay. 1, 2. Okay, so here's how this goes. Katya pushes herself up, and you see her get mad, and she kind of lurches off of the ground, and like mid-air, just 3 sharp jabs. He blocks the first one, takes the second one, manages to deflect the third one and send her to the side. He kind of goes to punch at her again, and she once again blocks his punch and delivers her own to his side again. He finally manages to grab her, like, shift her sideways with one of her punches and kind of let her go flying forwards to the other side of the ring. He's breathing really hard at this point.
Nice.
Katya stops and she looks at you almost as if asking for permission.
I just kind of shrug, just like, you do what you want.
Oh shit. Okay, so
What's oh shit about?
because they both rolled really, really high.
Oh.
Okay, tiebreaker roll wasn't though. So he kind of turns on her, goes in, and he's like, "All right, I'm done playing nice. Her hearing this, her eyes just kind of deaden. They seem to darken. It's like that shadow kind of falls over her face once more. And he goes in just a straight punch that, like, probably would knock a normal child out. Katya manages to deflect it. Not just dodge it, but deflect it. And then she grabs his arm, like, above the elbow, and then grabs his wrist and puts him into the dirt.
Damn.
She kind of puts her foot on his shoulder, like in between his shoulder blades, and is holding his wrist in one hand at this point. Callan's like, fuck! Katya does not let up. Her eyes are dark.
Katya, the fight's over. You won.
She doesn't seem to hear you.
I try to communicate her, like say the exact same thing through Resonance Link.
It's like almost like a flash. Her eyes return to normal. She realizes where she is, lets go of his hand, and kind of backs off of him. Callan rolls over, kind of slumps forward, rubbing at his arm. Damn.
Yeah, not bad, right?
He certainly taught the kid well. He kind of coughs and lays back on the dirt, just trying to collect himself.
Yeah.
Katya comes jogging over and looks up at you.
You good, Katya?
She nods a little.
Fine. Want to try my new weapon format a little bit more?
Yeah, if you want to. We can go practice.
Yeah. Liza, what about you?
I'm right behind you.
Fuck it.
You guys just leave Callan laying in the dirt and go back to the range.
Like before I leave, I like walk over and like fist bump him. Like, yeah, she's kind of strong.
The kid's a powerhouse. Did you see how she blocked my first swing? What the hell was that?
Hey man, she's just learning from the best.
Oh yeah, right.
Kind of like chuckle when I say that.
One of these days, I'm gonna put you in your place, kid.
Kid, still the same age.
How old are you?
19.
Oh, damn. Yeah, but what month?
Fuck. Honestly, I don't know.
Let's see what month you were born in. Roll me a d12.
You know what? I'll let you roll.
You want me to roll?
Yeah.
Okay.
What month?
So you were also born in the spring. March. So your birthday's right around this time.
Oh, okay.
Like, what? Katya just turned 9. On... I can't remember what month she turned 9 on.
So the beginning of March?
Yeah. So this is literally what's happening. Like you're like, shit, what month was I born? And you're realizing, oh yeah, it's like my birthday, like soon.
Oh yeah. I think it's like my birthday in like couple days. I don't know. I really don't know when I was born.
You don't even know? Wait, shit, I was born in August. That means you're older than me. Damn it!
Huh. Yeah, no, I don't know when I was born though.
What is wrong with you people?
Dude, my previous life was a lumberjack. We didn't give a shit about small things like that.
Didn't you have a mom that took care of you?
Oh yeah, of course she did. But she never told my birthday. She told me my birthday.
That's not normal. That's definitely not normal.
I don't know, it's kind of normal for our group.
That's not normal. Cal says as he starts walking off towards the tents. I'm gonna go check on Hana. Make sure
Alright.
Kiddo's not giving her too much trouble, so.
You take care, man.
He waves.
As I start like walking towards the firing range, I'm like, is that not normal?
Eliza and Katya are staring at you when you get to the range. Where were you?
Oh, we're doing me and Callum were doing this stupid contest of who's older.
Oh, who won?
I did.
Wait, how old are you?
19.
Really? Katya
No,
says,
but-
looking up at you.
Yeah, my
Really?
birthday should be here in like a couple days, I think.
Your birthday's almost here? Her eyes get really big.
I think so. It might have been already passed. All I know is I was born in March.
We have to do something. We have to do something. She grabs Eliza's hand. Eliza's eyes are kind of wide. You didn't even know it was your birthday?
It's not something that like I care for myself too much.
Well, what do you want? Katya says, turning back to you, grabbing you, shaking you. What do you want for your birthday? What do you want?
I don't know.
Who do you
What do I
don't
want?
know? It's your birthday.
I mean, it could be my birthday. It could have already been my birthday, or it's just coming up.
Okay, so that makes today your birthday then. It's official. Today the looks around. Whatever day it is, this is your new birthday.
Liza, do you know what today is?
I believe it's the 22nd?
Does that sound good? March 22nd, my birthday.
You're asking me, like, I don't know. How do you not know when your birthday is?
I had to ask you how old I was when we first got here.
Crap, you're right. What'd you say?
I was like to Eliza, I'm like, you remember how my family was?
Yeah, I guess. That always irritated me.
That you never knew my age?
That they never celebrated when you were born.
I always kind of thought it was a normal thing.
No, it's not. Your birthday is supposed to be like the day where you get like one thing that you want. And then everybody's super excited and they celebrate because they're happy that you were born.
I mean, I always celebrate other people's birthdays, but not my own. Being nice.
Well, we're gonna fix that, Katya says, putting her foot down.
Kind of like, I'm just like, okay.
You see her just run off. She's just gone. Bullet gone. Supersonic speed.
Supersonic. I'm just standing there with Eliza now, just like, huh.
Yeah, so
Birthday.
you're standing there and Eliza's looking at you thoughtfully. So what do you want?
Honestly, I don't know.
You don't just
Maybe
have that
really,
on hand. If you could have one thing for your birthday, one single thing that you want, what would it be?
I mean, to make the closest people near me happy.
Because we didn't talk for 2 days because
You are too compassionate for yourself.
It's
You
because
know
of
that?
it's because of fucking you and Katya. You see this bullshit? I like hold up the ring.
something that didn't need to be.
Are you saying that to Eliza?
I'm yeah. I'm like I've never had emotions before this point, and ever since this,
Well, I'm sorry.
well, it's not your fault. It's just things I don't deal with, never dealt with.
Well, you'd better think of something before Katya goes crazy. Just
Um,
dust rising in the distance.
shit. Um. Uh. Fuck. I like look over. I see the dust cloud getting bigger. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
What do I want? Panic attack.
You don't have like
Not knowing what you.
a favorite food? You don't have a present? You want to do something? Like what? What? There's got to be something you want, Douglas. I mean, all of us know something we want, like offhand.
Oh, so this lion's like a
Um, uh,
starting to think I should stay here.
do like a.
Oh, yeah, I mean, this thing's a lion.
I,
My mind finally because
do like a picnic or some shit with like everyone else.
I think your daughter's already got that in the wraps, so I don't think that's gonna count.
Oh,
Fuck. I'm like trying to think of food now. Just like, fuck do I like?
He's also a hard lion. If I get right to
I like a good steak.
I mean, that's you know what? That's fair. That's a fair answer, Eliza says.
I like a good burger. That's always good.
She nods a bit. Well, I'm sure that there'll be something weird going on tonight, thanks to this, gesturing toward Katya and her dust cloud just in the distance.
Great.
If you decide you want something else, you let me know.
I will.
Oh, he's down.
You want to try to fire me now?
2 shots, 1 to the.
Let's
Yeah,
go
I
again?
think I'm ready. She holds her hands out to you.
He was there.
I still have to focus a little bit, just like, alright. Not my axe. Weird ass gun.
Not my axe. Weird ass gun. Repeat. Weird ass gun. So yeah, you once again transfer into the axe in her hands initially, and it takes you a minute to get back into your Ibore one.
Alright. Do you want to try, like, some abilities?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know what kind of abilities you can do. I mean, we could see if your abilities work with the gun.
Yeah. Sure.
You gonna try something?
Razor leaf?
You close your eyes. You really try to focus to do your razor leaf ability. You watch as the gun around you, your weapon form, begins to glow just a bit with this amber-like color. nothing happens.
Damn. Do you want to try to fire? See if that what sets us off?
She steadies herself and fires. Your bullet hits its mark, but nothing else happens.
Yeah, so this.
Damn.
smallest-
Okay, I guess I
this is the biggest
can't use
sample.
razor leaf in this gun form. That sucks.
Yeah, like I was saying.
Well, at least you can change back and forth easily.
Yeah, I can. So
I mean, you did
annoying,
hear
but
the
yeah.
girls. Like, it's probably gonna take a while for your abilities to come out, if they come out at all. It's hard to know since
Yeah.
you don't know what Vela could do.
Yeah, that is true.
The way they reply sometimes, especially with people
You want to try to do
they just
sand
make
cutting?
sense to be inferred.
Okay, let's give it a shot.
Take, I usually
So you focus. You focus in, and you attempt to do sand cutting. Roll me d20.
12.
You watch as in front of you, moving across the range, you see the ground begin to quake. And then suddenly a wall of sand just bursts from the muzzle of your rifle. It shoots forward and slices the target completely in half.
It's probably bleeding. It's probably bleeding up.
Sand bullets. Kind of like look up at Eliza. I'm like, sand bullets?
It was more like a whole ass wall of it, kind of. She starts like tilting her head, looking at it. I mean, look, it cut the thing completely in half.
I kind of like look around the barrel. I'm like, oh yeah, damn.
I'm gonna try to marker with the scope.
I have a suspicion, actually.
Whatever you want.
Yeah, that thing went straight down.
I need to know what you guys' combined stats are really
Great.
quick.
What?
Don't worry about
Oh,
it.
just stats in total.
That thing went straight down.
Don't worry about it. Just
uh,
simply do not worry.
Lifelong.
So she focuses once again, bringing the gun up, staring down the sight, her eyes narrowing, and then you feel something drawn out of you. I don't think you've ever used this move before. So you watch as in the center of this range, the ground shatters open, and from it, this geyser of just red, molten hot lava spews into the air.
10:49.
Well, fuck.
I think I'm just getting better kills, honestly. So you get more. You get more for
Just as I
kills.
thought. So your axe is made specifically with the bounds of nature, right?
Yeah.
I think that this is a different type of ability. Your gun does more earth-based things, if you get what I'm saying.
That's just
Aw.
more of a different thing.
Okay. I see what you're saying.
DM to player. Ground. Your gun is a ground weapon.
Yeah. No, I caught that. Don't worry.
Just making sure.
Just making sure. It's like this. I'm just sitting. No, like I'm just like actually sitting here, just like, huh? No, I knew. Don't worry. We chillin'.
Then again, 2-shot lion, 1-shot impact. Sorry.
Okay. So. What about your abilities?
Just for the finish.
What do you mean, my abilities?
Know where to shoot?
Like
Yeah. You're going.
Frostwing.
What
Your
about him?
sword.
She
You
starts
think I can do-
tilting your rifle, or your M1A1, looking around, and she kind of points. And on the side of the stock, you see a space. It almost looked like an embellishment at first, like part of the wood. And as she points at it, the wood opens, and there's a large eye staring out of it.
I'm assuming I don't see the eye.
You would have to go looking for it.
Yeah.
She's definitely
Like,
pointing at a section of your gun, though.
Eliza, do you see anything?
Yeah, he's here. She once again points.
I wonder how he feels about being in a different weapon.
I mean, you could ask him.
You really want to summon him just to ask him like a question like that?
I guess you're right.
This is kind of silly.
She
Oh,
she smiles a bit at that.
I don't think he'd mind.
Well, I want to
Did
see
you
if you
also
can
see
do
the
it
weapon he-
anyway. So she lifted the gun. She carves as though she's cutting, but she uses the barrel of your gun to do it. And once she completes the motion, bursting from the tear in the sky, Frostwing emerges. You see his blue icy color glimmering in the sunlight.
I kind of smile.
This one.
He soars around and lights on the sandbags in front of you, tilts his head.
Yeah, I pressed up on one.
Yo, Frostwing.
He kind of narrows his eyes and moves his head down and pecks at your stock with his beak for a minute, and then makes a little sound and looks confused.
Yeah, I can turn into a gun now.
He like tilts his head the opposite direction.
See, I could become my axe. I like try to like force myself being an axe.
It is not difficult to go back to your axe. You were way more comfortable in your axe form. Once that happens, Frostwing's head kind of moves back a bit, and his eyes seem to register that he understands.
And back to my gun.
Roll me d20. Let's see if you can just switch back.
Oh, I mean, they're all
7.
Oh, you lucky duck. Yeah, you
Yeah.
with difficulty go back to your gun form.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, so I kind of run over here. Run ball.
The phoenix kind of nods its head slowly.
Oh, yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Oh, I did.
I don't know. What else? Do you wanna ask anything, Eliza, while he's here?
Eliza just kind of puts her hand out, palm upward, and he lowers his head into her palm. She smiles. You can tell there was a sense of she's definitely relieved. There was some worry there when she first did the semicircle.
There was definitely like a relief on Douglas's hat too, since the last time we saw Frostwing.
Yeah. So she pats Frostwing, and Frostwing looks at you both.
Oh, yours? Your heart rate? I was like, wait.
Do you need anything else from him, or he's gonna go otherwise?
Yeah, I'm good. I
Oh
don't
yeah,
know
so
what I
then
want to say anything.
he once she does this, he kind of leans down and pokes at your barrel with his beak for a moment, and then kind of nuzzles it, and then lights into the air again and zooms off.
Sick. So you can carve the half circle with my gun.
I guess so. It's kind of weird doing it, but yeah.
Yeah. You want to try to do flash freeze?
Well, you would have to be holding me, I think.
I mean, I'm able to use my abilities to.
There's a chance. Let's give it a shot. Give it a shot.
Literally, shoot.
Literally shoot. D20?
So you wanted me to roll? I
Yeah,
thought you were
no, I
rolling.
like literally wanted you to roll.
Oh shit! 19.
Okay. So interestingly enough, you go to use flash freeze and you don't see any change on the gun. She kind of makes a face, looking kind of confused, and then she fires, and you notice that the bullet that comes out, that golden projectile, has a hint of, it's almost like when Frostwing flies, and it kind of has that sparkly bits of icy mist around him. That's kind of what's around the projectile. And it hits another of the targets out there, one that hasn't been cut in half. And on impact with the target, there's this shatter of teeny little ice crystals.
That was dope.
That's new.
Yeah. What else do you think I can, or we can do?
I'm not sure, honestly.
We could try to do spatial distortion.
We can give it a shot. I mean,
Or,
it
like,
makes sense when
paint?
you can use Frostwing stuff, but using something that my blade specializes in, I don't know if it's gonna work.
I was able to use my nature stuff for you, so.
Give it a shot then. Roll me another d20. So you try and focus in. You attempt to use spatial distortion, and nothing happens.
Can she use spatial distortion? Like, through me?
You both are attempting to use spatial distortion together. Like, this is a team effort, and nothing has happened.
Maybe not then.
So, we're gonna have to get good at switching back and forth in battle between your weapon form and mine.
Yeah. It's gonna be a hell
I
of
can
a
actually kind of
fancy.
see you. So I'm gonna
Well, you're
fancy
fast.
switches.
I'm sure we can figure it out.
Yeah. Here, one last thing I want to try. Try blinking with me.
Interesting.
Gun.
Only a d20.
get
16.
Eliza closes her eyes. She really focuses in. You can tell she's trying to draw the abilities out of herself as much as channeling them through you. And suddenly, you're not standing where you were standing a second ago.
You see the
Hell yeah. Like, hell yeah.
baking sensor?
You guys are now standing in the middle of the tent.
1.66 kilometers.
I kind of like just realized where we are. I'm like, oh, probably go back to the firing range.
Yeah, probably. She starts walking.
Do you want to try to blink back?
She kind of gets a grin on her face. Yeah, let's do it. And she, this time, putting just as much focus and effort in, you guys manage to blink back to the firing range. Not in the same exact spot, but pretty damn close to it.
With enough practice, you can get good at this. I've used your flank a lot. Used your flank a lot.
Well, I'm glad I'm at least a little bit useful to you, she says with a small smile.
Maybe a little bit. Well, I guess that's everything we can do, right?
For the moment, it seems so.
My more Earth-based abilities, and pretty much anything you can do, except for spatial distortion, which is kind of weird.
I don't know why.
You want to try again?
We can if you want to.
Let's try it, I guess.
She turns back, focuses in, roll me d20.
Yeah. W. 17.
Okay. This time, you feel something in your rifle. It's weird. It almost is this weightless feeling for half a second. She fires the bullet off, and there's just this almost warped effect around the golden glow this time. And when that hits the target, it hits it hard. Like, enough to crack the target.
Damn. I kind of, like, Douglas just says.
Oh, so we're just bad at it, she says.
I guess.
Good to know.
Cool as hell, though. The hell? Alright, well, yeah, I guess that's everything, right? Yeah.
Wait a minute, she says. Can we?
I'm like just about to turn out of my weapon form. Like what?
No. Like she was gonna say that after you turned out of yours.
Oh, okay. What's going on?
Would you wield me for a second?
Sure. Kind of hold up in my hand.
She flashes into your hand. You feel the familiar, cool touch of her dagger. Okay, so Azrael said something interesting to me.
Why does it tag them for this?
Say.
Well, he said that there's something that I can do that I haven't done yet.
What is that?
Oh,
He didn't tell me. He just told me to look within.
what?
Like within yourself.
I don't know.
Some probably
I don't know how weird he
motivational.
is. Asnile being motivational, really? He prefers to beat the shit out of me. So
I don't know.
at this point, she's kind of standing there, and you guys are kind of by the path that leads back from the range toward the tent, and Callan is walking by. And she looks at him, and he turns to wave at you, and as her eyes move towards him in the dagger form, you feel something. You feel
What do I feel?
this energy building up in her. Building up.
Kind of like I like feel the blade as like I start like kind of waving. Like start looking at the blade. I'm like, what the fuck?
Let's see how this goes. Oh yeah. Oh, this should be fun. So, Callan turns and he kind of smiles at you, like he was clearly gonna like come either to the range or to come find you, right? Suddenly, the area around you, it's like there's an explosion, but there's no sound, there's no shockwave blast. Instead, there's just this emergence of just black, like liquid, that expands slowly as though it were like a shockwave. And it moves outward and envelops everything. It envelops you two, it envelops him. Callan, looking
Eliza, what the
around,
fuck did you
his
do?
eyes wide, starts to panic and he turns to run out and he finds himself staring at a black wall. He kind of puts his hands on it, looks around. He
Eliza, what
turns
the
and
hell did you just
looks.
do?
There's stars floating, hovering. It's like he's in a galaxy. And the lights
The fuck?
hovering around you. Eliza's eyes are wide in the dagger. You
God, keep shaking.
feel
I'm like, Eliza, what the fuck did you just do?
very powerful right now, Douglas.
Huh.
You just feel strong. Your soul
What
feels
is that?
strong. Your body feels strong.
Yeah, it's not vital. It's a non-vital organ.
Whatever you just did, I feel freaking amazing.
I don't know. Where are we?
I don't know. You tell me.
I don't know.
Kind of like just turn around and start looking.
Okay, guys, I'm freaking out here, Cal says to you from across this space, and his voice echoes. Like you're in a cavernous space.
Well, keep saying that he's right.
Can I try to what's the word? Fucking communicate with Katya?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey Katya, can you hear me?
Roll me d20.
7.
Yep.
You do not get a response.
Damn. Guess soul resonance is locked through. Where? So, what are we doing in this galaxy? Can I say?
I don't know. I just tried something.
Hmm.
You see her eyes moving sideways as if she's listening to something. Oh, okay. He says it's called domain expansion?
Domain expansion. What is that supposed to mean?
I don't know. She listens some more. Really? Are you sure?
Who are you talking to?
She looks back up at you. So apparently we're all trapped in here now.
Oh,
You just hear laughter through your resonance link.
How do we get out?
He says either I have to deactivate it or you have to knock me unconscious.
You better try to deactivate it.
I'm trying, Douglas. I don't know how to. Callan kind of cracks his knuckles and says, "We gotta knock her out to get out of here." I don't have a problem with that.
Hey, chill on it, man. Give me a second.
You see, he's like very freaked out. Like he is scared.
We can just undo.
Just undo what? I don't know. I don't know what it is about this place, but I'm feeling kind of juiced. It would just take one hit. I could probably put her out.
I was talking to Eliza. I meant like undo this thing.
I'm trying, Douglas. Nothing's happening.
Okay. Well, Callan's about to knock you out. So hopefully you figure out something.
You're just gonna let him?
I'm not gonna let him, but he's trying.
Yeah, Callan is walking
I, like,
towards
look
you at
up.
this point.
I like look over him like, yeah, he was definitely walking at us.
I'm trying, Douglas. I'm sorry. I don't know. She actually sounds scared.
Don't worry about it. It's some new shit. We're just finding out.
God, you won't just stop
But
laughing at me. You see her eyes close tightly as she's trying to focus.
who's laughing?
You hear the laughter very distantly in your resonance link.
Huh. So there's a little bit of laughing.
He's so loud. You see her gripping the sides of her head, and her reflection doing so in her blade. It's about this time that Callan is in front of you, and he goes to grab the dagger out of your hand.
I'm like, hey man, you don't want to touch this thing.
Look, you gotta get me out of here. Because if you don't, I'm gonna lose my shit in about 10 seconds. So either you turn this shit off and let me get back to Hana, or I'm gonna take it from you. You can feel this, just the anger beginning to well up. It's almost like you're trapped in here with the anger. It's kind of hard not to feel the intensity with how strong you feel.
Yeah.
Like they're going hand in hand with each other.
Callan, I'm telling you right now, man, you ain't taking shit.
Oh, really? You want to go for round 2 this early, huh?
I guess so.
He's gonna swing at you.
I tried to dodge.
Let me d20.
All your tracks say
16.
I wish that was enough. So you
Damn.
go to dodge sideways, and Callan, like, his fist, just, you can feel the power as this first fist misses you. Like, it is immense. It's worse than, before, when you fought him the first time. The second swing, though, as he turns, he tries to drive his elbow, his opposite elbow, up into you, and you don't really have time to block it, but you can see a foot moving in front of you, and it catches his elbow instead. It kind of blocks it, and you can see Eliza has transformed into her human form beside you and has just deflected his blow with her shin.
Alright. I see how it is.
Touch my partner, she says under her breath. You can see her eyes, the edges of them are beginning to look black.
I hear him, but he's just too deep in
Better
the
come back, Eliza. Let me deal with this.
Eliza takes a step back on hearing you say this, but you see her hands are beginning to ball into fists. She looks incredibly tense. Callan, turning back to you on hearing this, goes in for another swing.
I try to dodge, and then I try to do a bunch of my own.
2d20s.
Possible. 19. 16.
You dodge his first hit, and he manages to dodge your second swing. The two of you are now standing, staring each other down.
Alright.
You gonna go for another hit?
Yeah, I try.
Okay.
18.
This one connects. What are you aiming for?
Jaw.
Yeah, so you go in and you just catch him clean in the jaw. And as you do, you just feel this immense wavelength push through you, and he goes tumbling, like hitting the ground and rolling. That's how hard you hit him.
Maybe you didn't have to
I
He
like start
weakly
bouncing in place. I'm like, God damn, that felt great.
he pushes himself up and kind of wipes at his mouth, which there's like now blood leaking from it. Get us out of here, he says, coming back at you again.
You can wait a second until she figures that out.
Oh, you see Eliza is getting more and more mad beside you.
looks like here. Fuck.
She's not making good rolls.
Wow.
Um,
Rest.
Jesus Christ. What do you go again? I guess. What'd you say?
I don't know. You're just making gibberish noises. It's kind of funny.
Oh.
17.
Yeah. So you managed to deflect his next hit. You kind of send him just off to your right just a little bit. You want to go for a hit of your own?
Yeah, right to the gut.
Okay.
15.
Oh, you are just barely able to connect that. He almost blocks you, but you manage to hit like through his hands into his stomach. You can almost hear the audible sound of the breath just clean knocking out of him. Kind of hits his knees beneath you for a second, collecting himself.
That was the left one, right lung, and the stomach. Yeah, these things are so easy. We're getting silver medal.
Will you wait now?
Yeah.
He looks up at you angrily, but he doesn't move.
I just look down at him.
I think gold depends on how high level.
Eliza is beside you, and she's kind of got her hands just gripping the sides of her head. Her eyes closed tightly, she's shaking.
Oh, an easy one.
I just put my arm around her and just kind of like pat her head almost. Just like, just relax and just breathe.
You do so. That's fucking crazy. Oh god. You do so. You wrap your arm around her. She rolled a nat 20.
Nice.
So you grab her. You just pull her close and start whispering. And you watch as the galaxy around you begins to melt, almost like the black liquid from Frostwing, just dripping downwards, as though you guys are in a box and it's dripping from the outside of it, and it all moves around you down to the ground and then collects beneath her feet and disappears. She's shaking in your arms, her eyes closed. Callan stumbles backwards, looking around.
Are you happy? See, you just had to wait a second.
God, yes, he says, stumbling backwards and jogging off towards the tents.
The 10 bullets that I purchased.
Alright,
No, bullets. 860.
Eliza, I need to go rest. I don't know what the fuck has happened today, but I need to go refresh.
She nods. She's not gonna stop you, so.
Alright.
They call it something else. It's actually not, apparently.
How long have you guys been doing this? Like, I'd say that's long enough, yeah. So you guys walk back towards your tent, right? And it looks suspiciously quiet. as you go through camp.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like Douglas doesn't care enough, and he just goes to his cot.
So as you go and you open up your tent, you can see there is something sitting on your cot.
What the hell's this?
You go and you open up the box. There's a note on top of whatever's inside of it that's covered in the box.
I start reading it out.
I had to go almost a mile away to get these apples for you. I hope you're happy. It's Katya's handwriting.
I just smile.
There is an apple pie fresh made in the box.
She did that for me.
Eliza smiles tiredly, sitting on the cot or on your pallet, whatever you guys are.
It doesn't really matter at the end of the day.
Honestly, she's just smiling up at you.
Kind of take a piece of the pie, and then just offer one.
As she says, no, that's yours, Douglas. It's your birthday.
What, I can't share this?
Oh, if you insist. She comes over and kind of sits beside you, taking the piece she's been offered. Can't believe you taught our
After
daughter
eating,
how to bake. She mutters and starts eating it.
I taught her how to do a lot of things.
What were we about to say?
Oh, I was like, yeah, I've taught her a lot of things.
You have.
After taking a few bites of the pie, I just passed the fuck out.
Oh.
Yep.
It's probably only 3 o'clock in the afternoon, but Douglas is just drained.
Yeah, he's just spent at this point. Domain expansion took a lot out of you guys, apart from everything else.
Domain expansion, a literal fucking gun.
You hear Eliza's voice. She's kind of sitting on the pallet next to you, and she kind of runs her fingers through her hair, and she says, to be fair, getting a new weapon for him, probably the best birthday present ever. Katya's pie, also up there on the list.
I like half asleep and pie, weapon form.
Yeah. Oh man. Are you happy now, Cyrus? You got your new weapon for him.
Yay! Gun. Alright. Let's get 2 hours more sleep tonight. Let's fucking go.
Oh god.
Also, I fuck with the M1A1 carbine. That's gonna be dope.
I'm glad you're excited.
Should I draw vines off of the weapon that actually come off of it?
I feel like you should have them
Or should it
not
be,
coming
all
off the
engravings?
weapon, but kind of around the weapon. And you know how a vine grows onto a building? Like creeper vines?
Yeah.
I think you should do that, but
Yeah.
up the stalk. And then around Frostwing's eye.
Okay. So ivy almost?
Yeah, kinda like that.
I can do that.
Yeah, I hit a
So-
Yeah, there it is. He was. Yeah.
Fucking. She didn't want to teach me how to do the thing.
How to do what?
How to do the thing.
Oh, yeah, she wasn't gonna tell you anything. If you possess that ability, that's something you're gonna have to figure out on your own.
Yeah. So it's an ability though? It's not just like something intrinsic that she can just do?
I mean,
I mean,
don't read into what I'm saying.
I mean,
It is an ability.
I.
And there is a chance that you may know how to use it.
Okay. I gotta iron my uniform for a couple minutes when I'm gonna go to bed.
Damn. You haven't done that yet?
Yeah. No. I gotta have a ceremony tomorrow.
I haven't used an iron in, like, my whole life, so...
I have to use an iron kinda often.
Rip.
Kinda blows.
Yeah, I was never one of those people that cared if my clothes were wrinkly or not, honestly.
I have to keep my clothes nice and good looking.
Yeah. It's kinda y'all's thing.
Yay, military.
Yay.
Yay. I love the military.
I love the military.
I'm so happy I signed away 6 years of my life for this bullshit. Let's fucking go.
Oh god, Say, you're my favorite. Can't get over the cute little curl your hair was doing earlier. Why's your hair gotta look so good and you didn't even do shit to it?
No, it's just kind of like that now, because it's too long.
It looks good like that, though.
Eh,
Me?
eh.
Well, I think it looks good.
Oh. Hair.